What's going on, guys? NameLeSs here, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be responding to your questions that you gave me on Reddit. This is an AMA. I have a link to the post of the questions in there, but I'm going to also have them in the video. You guys asked me various questions about, pretty much whatever, and I answered as many as I could to fit in the time constraints. I'll probably do a part 2 with more questions, but for now, these are the questions I chose. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, the first question comes from Bars, and he said, aside from Call, who's your biggest competition? There's a lot of good teams. My biggest competition, I think, is probably TK, Cursor V, and Optic. And the most improved player, I think, over this last year, is Study. I think he's the most improved player, most underrated player. Classic, by far, he's the most underrated player in the game. And the most overrated player, this is a hard question to answer because I know it's going to push somebody's buttons, but the most overrated player is probably, it's got to be it's Parasite. It's the most overrated player. All right, next question comes from Farico_Duke. He said, how did you come up with the name NameLeSs? And was that your first, what was your first person shooter ever played? Excuse me. I came up with the name NameLeSs while I was playing the first person shooter I ever played, which was COD 2, which was 2006. I actually had a really good friend online. He was pretty known in the COD 2 community. His name was DazBest15. My name was Kamikaze at the time, in the beginning, and he told me I should make my name NameLeSs. And at first I'm like, no, dude, that's whack. What the heck? Because I was joining a new clan, and he was like, you should make your name NameLeSs. It's pretty cool. And a couple months later, he actually died in a car crash, and it was like a big thing in the community. There was memorial videos and everything, and out of honor, I decided to make my name NameLeSs and stuck with it since. So that's where I got my name from. Next question comes from Favorite Cereal. And he said, welcome to Reddit, NameLeSs. What is your favorite cereal? My favorite cereal, I'd have to say, is Fruity Pebbles. Original. Favorite cereal. Definitely. Next question comes from Terrain Warrior, and he says, NameLeSs, I'm really glad you were picked up by FaZe, but I must ask you, when Optic was going through the roster changes, did they contact you? And if they didn't, would you move if contacted? No, Optic did not contact me about picking me up. I did contact Optic beforehand when I was a free agent because I didn't know who I was going to go to, and they didn't seem interested in the whole transaction and picking me up and everything. So I joined FaZe shortly after that, and no, I would not leave FaZe if offered. I'm happy here. I love FaZe. Everybody in it. I'm glad with the direction they're taking it, and I like my teammates, so happy on FaZe. Next question comes from X Conroy or something Conroy. After Unite won MLG packs, was it a team decision to drop Embo's or Parasite's decision, and you, Ricky, thought he knew best? Well, Parasite brought up the idea. Me and Ricky were talking about it. We were literally like 50-50. We didn't know what we wanted to do. We just won, so we were thinking about let's just keep Embos, keep our team, and then Parasite kept telling us that it was a good idea. So we ended up agreeing with him. So it was a team decision. However, we were hesitant. Me and Ricky were very hesitant to do it, and it sucks. That was a bad decision on our part, and I regretfully have making this video saying that. But I wish we would have stuck with him after winning. We probably could have won a few more tournaments. All right, next question comes from MP10347, and he says, what inspired your weight loss, and also do the COD contracts have any weight at all? It seems like all these contracts aren't stopping anyone from sketching. Inspired my weight loss, actually just I wanted to get in shape. I was about 240 pounds going into senior year. At the end of senior year, that summer, by the end, I was at 180. Eventually, I was at 175. So I just, I got the ball rolling, and after 3 weeks of doing something, you just keep on doing it. So right now I'm like 185, so I need to get back on the grind. But yeah, I lost about 60 pounds overall. So yeah, once you get the ball rolling, just keep going. And what inspired my weight loss, just looking in the mirror, man. You want to change your body, just go for it. You got nothing else, you got your body and your mind, and that's it. Our next question. Who is the best player you've teamed with overall? I'd have to say the best player I've teamed with overall, not individual skill-wise, but just best teammate and everything, has to be Liar. He's one of my best teammates of all time. He's always, he's just a good friend. He's funny. He's always, content, and he just keeps level-headed at all times, and he'll try to put you on the right track. And He's a real friend. He'll tell you what's right, what's wrong, you know, how to handle certain situations. And the last question comes from Takeover Kyle, and it says, "What made you decide to get into Call of Duty?" What made me decide to get into Call of Duty was I got an Xbox 360 in 2006. I started playing Call of Duty 2 with my friends, split screen, just having fun. I was playing, public matches, and some kid asked me to join his clan, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And it was a game battles team, and I joined his team, and since there, it was like history. I wanted to be first on the ladder. I ended up being on the first team on that ladder, and I rode that out until Call of Duty 4, where they released MLG Pro Circuit, and the rest is history. So that's how I got into Call of Duty. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll answer more questions in the next video, but until next time, peace.